A couple of days later now, how do you assess the game on the weekend? Obviously, three great, or not so great quarters and one really good one.
Yeah, just hit the nail on the head. Exactly right. We played one quarter of football, won the areas that we wanted to win, but unfortunately you got to play for 4 quarters. You can't just play for one. So we took a lot away from the game and what we need to improve on, and we'll try and implement that as best as we can this week.
Leper after the game said he was a bit confused as to why it unfolded in that particular way. Are you guys able to shed any more light on it? Was it an attitude thing? Or?
I don't think it was an attitude thing. Collingwood brought their intensity and their pressure up for longer than we did at the start of the game, and we played the first 10 minutes of the first quarter and the last quarter, and you just can't do that. Definitely not in this competition.
Was it more a mental thing than a physical thing?
I don't think so, no, not at all. As I said, Collingwood, once they got their tails up, they were very hard to stop, and we finally were able to stop that momentum halfway through the third quarter, and we were able to apply our own pressure, and we finally hit the scoreboard.
Mate, how tough is it going to be, not only this weekend, but for the next little bit without Rocky?
Yeah, obviously Tom's a class player. Won our best and fairest. He's won 2 in a row, or 2 in the past 3 years, so he's obviously going to be an important loss for us, but we've got a lot of young kids that can come in and hopefully play a role for us, which is all they're going to be asked to do. But yeah, you'd obviously love to have your captain out there every week.
You feel blokes like yourself and the other sort of top tier midfielders, like you're trying to step up a little bit now with Rocky gone, not just in terms of possessions, but leadership and all that sort of thing?
Yeah, definitely. Leadership's going to probably be the biggest thing. Dane Beams and those guys, Daniel Rich, have really got to take more ownership out on the ground now and not just leave it up to Rocky and Jed in the past. So a little bit of more weight on those guys' shoulders to really bring the young kids along.
Have you spoken to him? Like, how's he actually going himself, Rocky?
Tom, yeah, he's boisterous, I guess, as much as you can be for hurting a few ribs. So he's in good spirits and really looking forward to getting back and doing his rehab properly and getting out as quickly as he can.
The 6 weeks seems a lengthy period. Is there a chance he could be back earlier than that?
I'm not sure. Ribs are a funny injury. It all depends on how you can recover from them, and hopefully he's got a good recovering immune system or whatever you need to get that going as best as he can. I don't really know, but hopefully he'll be out there sooner than later.
In light of that, how good was it to see Richie back, and not just back, but playing really, really well?
Yeah, he's obviously a star of the competition, and he's probably had a bad run with injuries recently over the last few years. So hopefully we can get a lot of consistent football out of him, and he'll be a great asset for the side.
Hell of a way to return though after such a long spell out, right?
Yeah, well he's been in training for a long time. He was itching to get out there, and I think his pre-season form was very good, and now he's carrying it on to the season. So hopefully he can keep doing that for us and stepping up.
In the opponent this week, North Melbourne, probably have a week a game they'd rather forget in a way. Does that make them, I guess, are you wary, or does it give you confidence having seen how they went, or does it make you worry that they're keen to hit back?
Yeah, probably wary would be the right word, I would have thought. They've obviously had a hard loss, and so have we, so it's going to be hopefully a good contest, and a couple of teams that are trying to kickstart their season and get 4 points.
They're a bit of a momentum team as well, mate. Like, even against the Crows, there was that little bit where they came back before they got blown away again. How important is it for you guys to iron out the creases in your game and play a consistent
Yeah,
huge. As much as you can?
Huge, exactly right. We have to play 4 consistent quarters. We can't wait till the last quarter every time, or when the game's pretty much lost, to start making a comeback. We've got to bring it from the first bounce, and hopefully this weekend we'll be able to do that.
Is it good to get out in front of the Melbourne fans early in the season?
Yeah, absolutely. They're a massive supporter base for us. A lot of our members come from down in Melbourne, so hopefully they can all get out there this weekend and cheer us on.
Can you take some momentum, I guess, from last week, given that the end of the game was the strong point for you guys? Can you carry that, and I guess the first 3 quarters is forgotten and gone, and the momentum from the fourth is what you take from that match? Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, of course. The boys know that our game plan actually works when we execute it properly, and we'll take that last quarter down to Melbourne, and hopefully we can execute that and perform for 4 quarters instead of just 1. Oh, I'm not too sure. You have to ask Leffer. Yeah, but he has been promoted. Congratulations to him, and hopefully if he does come in, he can make a fill-in for Rocky as best as he can, I guess.
What's he like? Can you tell us a bit about him?
Yeah, he's a hard inside midfielder, which is probably something we need. We need the guys that are going to go in and get the hard ball and contest and hold on to it, which is probably an area last week that we didn't do too well. We seemed to cough the ball up a lot, so he brings that stability to our side.